Hello friends, this is Joy Banerjee and this particular video is very interesting. And why it is interesting? Because we are going to cover 10 most important commands which Windows engineers should know about PowerShell. Okay, yes, this particular video is going to concentrate all over for PowerShell, and we are going to show you 10 commands which you must know and how you need to work with them and what are those, when which cases we will use those commands. Okay, so let's start with the first one, which says get help. Okay, so I suspect that you are a new person about PowerShell. You just need to know how to work with PowerShell. Okay, the first command you must get into, that is get help. Okay, so get help is a command which is going to help you out with the commands which we have. Okay, so let's say if I have a command, let's say get help, then I have a command name, let's say service, and then star. Okay, so you can see it is going to list the services which are there with the commands which are listing with services. Okay, so let's say you don't know what are the commands which you can run with the help of service or related to service. Then you can do a get help then service. Okay, so if you run get help start with start, these are the wildcard, and in between your keyword which is service, it is going to list all the names, commandlets or the functions which are available to run. Okay, so these are the example like get service, new service, restart service, resume service, set service. Okay, so there can be a possibility that your help file is not been updated. Okay, so what you can do is you can also update your help file by hitting a command called update help. Okay, and you can also use a command called force, which is going to update the help file from the internet and push the process forcefully. Okay, if you hit this, it is trying to reach out to the internet and try to update your help files. Okay, so it will take a while. It depends how what type of speed you have. So it is trying to update the file, and then you can work with the help files as well. So what I've seen so far is if you are updated, if your system is system help file is updated, you don't need to really go to internet and learn about any command. You right from this particular system you can learn any of the command which you want to run. Okay, I will just show you once this particular updation is complete. Okay, it's been complete. Let me show you one more help command which is related to help. Okay, you can run help and then you can run a command like get service. Okay, and you will hit enter. So you can see from here it is trying to give you the options and give you a more here as well. So it is very easy to read as well. Okay, in a single page it is trying to populate the whole what you can say whole command and whole help. Okay, so you can also write like this help, then this command, and then hyphen examples. So it will try to show you the examples how you can really run run that particular command. So let's say you can see these are the example 1 2 3 4, and you have more. If you hit any others any key, it will try to show you more examples, right? So this is how you can, this is very handy, the help file. I use help command rather using what I can say, rather using get help. Okay, in some cases get help will help you out, in some cases help will help you out. Okay, so I will just encourage you to go with help and then work with get help. Okay, so help is more better. So if you can run like help then get service, and you can also use a switch called full. Okay, so it says like it is a full help, and this will also give you detailed information about the whole whole command. Okay, so this is the first command you should learn about, which is get help, or you can use a command help. Okay, which is more better to utilize, and you can also update your help, like running this particular update help, and you can use a parameter which says like force. Okay. Okay, so next one is set execution policy. Okay, so if we say like set execution policy, it like in the system, sorry. So before we set this, we need to get the execution policy. Okay, let's say get execution policy. Okay, so you can see at this moment it says like remote assigned, and if we talk about the policies, there are some restrictions, and also there are some other lists which we can you can see. Let me show you the list. Okay, yeah, and let me just make it more. Okay, so this looks better. So what we can do is get execution policy hyphen list. Okay, so this will give you a status of your computer, what exactly the policies are available and what are set. Okay, so at this moment you can see for the local machine it is remote assigned, and most optional way is to set it up is what you can say like from remote assigned to unrestricted. So if you set it like unrestricted, then this particular policy is your system will going to allow some commands which are being run from remotely or locally. Okay, so this is how you can set, like if I use a command for set policy, then giving a execution policy as undefined or unrestricted, so I can hit like this. It will give me option, do you want to continue? I will click yes, I will hit yes, and now if I do get execution policy, now you can see from remote assigned it is now set as unrestricted. Okay, so in case of unrestricted, that means this particular what you can say, this particular policy is being set as unrestricted, and now you can run any of the commands. It isn't going to stop you by running remotely or like running any command to this particular system. Okay, in some cases we have seen there are some restriction has been set, so that's why you cannot run some commands, run some PowerShell commands. So to check that, this is the first method from where you can check it. Okay, so next would be get service. Okay, so I will let you know what exactly the get service. Get service is going to let me clear the screen. So get service is going to list you the service um, which have been there in the system, which are running or stop or whatever the status are. You can get that service from here. Okay, so what else you can do with this particular service? Let me clear my screen, and if I run like get service, and then I will see what are the parameters like name. If I want to see the service will start with M. Let me use a wildcard MPS and then star, and I will hit enter. So you can see like Windows Firewall is showing up as running state. Okay, so like this you can really work upon and do some more research and development with this particular command. Okay, so let me show you the next command which says like convert to HTML. So in this particular command, we can use this get service. Let's say we can write like, okay, get service. Then I can use okay, we can write a command like get service. Then I will use pipe and then convert to convert to HTML. Okay, then we can set like property. Then we can set like property like name comma status, and then we can give a path like c output dot html. Okay, so this will we can also name it as service output.html. So what it will do is this particular service, and it will bundle it to a HTML document, and it will only list the name and status, and then it will form a form and create a HTML document. Okay, so let's see how it goes, and I will hit enter. So you can see it runs properly. So let me check if I do a ls, and you can see this particular file has created. Let me check and try to open it and look how it looks. Okay, ask me later. So you can see it has two columns, name and status, and now you can see these are the services which are running or stop, whatever. Okay, so this is the command which will let you know that how to convert to HTML whenever you are running a command which you can really convert to HTML. Okay, and the next command which we want to see like CSV. Okay, so CSV, we know that it is a file which can be very easily imported to Excel and do some more in elaborations. Okay, so it works like quite similar. Like we can use like export CSV, and then I need to run give the path like service, and then hyphen output, then CSV. Okay, so now you can see the file has been created like service output.csv. Okay, if I go here and see, this is my CSV file. Okay, which I can copy to my desktop, and you can see I can open it like Excel sheet, and it gives me the information about the services name and required all the parameters which are there, and it will try to import everything. So this is also very good. We can filter it, and if you want you can filter it and with the status and whatever the section you want to filter with. Okay, like the status, I can want to filter it, and if I go to my status, let me go there, service status, and you can only filter like which are in stop state. I want to see them, so this will only list the stopped services. Okay, so this is very handy, and let me show you the next one. So our next command is select object. Okay, so let me show that one as well. What is it? Let me clear my screen. So let's say I have get service. Okay, and get service has let's say a name. Let's say get service, and I will use a pipe, and I will show you one thing, which is say get member. Okay, so these are the sections, like these are the parameter from where we can get the information. Like these are the get member is going to list the commandlet properties. Okay, these are the properties of that particular this whole command, like get service, like stop, container, name, required service, dispose, continue, okay, status. So let's say I want to only check, I only want to see the name and status, nothing else. Okay, so what I can do is let me do a CLS. I will run a command called get service. Okay, I will use like name. Okay, and I will use like star s. Okay, and I will use a pipe, which then we use our command will select object. Okay, we will select name and then only status. Okay, and hit enter. Okay, let me try to make it more easy to more readable and lesser output, like CLS. Oh, sorry, I will do a CLS and I will run this command and I will look like SEP, and now this time I will use another pipe. Okay, format table. Okay, and use auto size. Okay, so now I will hit this. Okay, there is nothing with SCP. Okay, I will use P and okay, so now you can see it looks like more better. Like get service, the name we just want to use wildcard, like SE, we want to list them like SE, and this time we are just selecting the object which will only list like name and status. Okay, and name and status is listing, and doing a format table with auto size, it will try to size this particular output very crisp, so that we can see that very easily. Okay. Okay, the next one is like we have seen now what is select object. Now the next one is get event log. Okay, so in the event log, like we can go like event get event log. Okay, so now I want to check what are the event logs. If I hit enter, you can see it is asking me the log name. So I'm not sure what the log name I can use. Okay, so what I can do is get event log. I will use the parameter sorry, our command is get event log. Then I will use check the parameter log name. Okay, so log name is a parameter which is what you can say, which is mandatory. So I can do get event log list. Okay, so these are the log name which we can use. If I use get event log list, then it will give like active directory web services, application, DFS, DNS. Okay, so system. So if I do it like this time, like log name. Okay, and this time I will use system. Okay, what else I can use? Okay, so I can switch like newest. Okay, newest with number 5. So I will only able to see the latest 5 event logs in this particular list. So if I hit this, you can see these are the latest 5 event logs. Okay, this is how you can work with the commandlets of PowerShell. Okay, so this is another command which is going to help you a lot, like getting the information from the events. Okay, so these are the latest 5 events, and you can see these are the events. Okay, you can use as well as you can use some select objects, and you can, if you want to specifically want to look any specific section. Okay, so this is also done. We know how to run the event log. Now we will see get process. Okay, so the get process is another one which is very important, like get -process, and we can use name with a star. No, nothing is there with a star. We can use like W star. Okay, so with you can see win logon is again one service, and win nit is another service with w. So like we can use like get process then name, and if you want to know, okay, there is something with c, so you can use c star. It's something with win, you can use win star. Okay, so it is going to list the similar which matches this particular criteria. Okay, and also list it. And you can also list with not only from name, you can also list it from id. Okay, so this is our id like 488. I will hit enter and it will going to list the win logon. Okay, so this is another command which you will use very much, like stop process. And let me try to launch a service like okay, start notepad. Okay, so now you can see there are a service called notepad, and I will do a get process name, and this time I will use a star notepad and star. Okay, so there are two processes which I can see. Okay, so we have opened this particular file, and we have also opened this particular file. Okay, so there are two processes. Okay, so let me try to kill we have id, yeah, 4912. Let me kill the id 4912. Okay, so I can do stop process id. I need to use this id. Okay, I'm using 4912 and hit enter. Okay, so now you can see the other one is now moved out. Okay, and if I want to close this as well, so I need to put like this time not id, this time I will use hyphen name, and I will use notepad and hit enter. You can see other notepad is also killed. Okay, so hope this particular video is informative. Do subscribe our channel and try to like this particular video, and do not miss out to share your comments and views. So we have covered get help, set execution policy, get execution policy, get services, convert to HTML, export CSV, select object, get event log, get process, and stop process. Okay, so this is how you use with PowerShell and get into it and do some hands-on. These are the 10 commands which Windows sysadmin should know. Okay, so hope this particular video is informative. See you in the next video, and do subscribe our channel, and see you.